Alright, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make these fabric flowers called Kanzashi. And it's a Japanese fabric flower. You just use a square piece of fabric. Mine's not even cut perfectly. And you basically fold the fabric until you get a shape like so, and you can glue it using fabric glue. I like to kind of get that in there to give it some dimension. So you just kind of position your fabric to how you like it, and then you would glue it, and you can make a petal, and you could do different folds to do different looks. Normally I use fabric glue, but today I'm going to use hot glue. And you just pinch it. And you just use very little glue because you don't want it to be a big gloppy mess. And then you could even cut it. Like I'm going to trim this to make it more like a leaf shape. That's what I'm going for here. Okay, so see how it's more like a leaf shape? There you go. I'm going to show you one more time in more detail how to fold the fabric. So you're going to fold it from one corner to the next, and then you're going to want to take this corner and kind of fold it, and then take the sides, fold it, and you're going to hold the two sides together, and then you take this side and fold it. So it kind of makes like a little indent here, and then you could like kind of pinch it, and that's a petal. You could do it that way. And then when you glue it, you're going to glue all three. You're going to put a piece of glue there, a piece of glue there, and you're going to pinch it until it stays. And then this part is the part that I cut. So I would cut it right here so that it looks more like petal-like. Okay, so that's how you do that. And then what you do is you would put multiple petals together. So I have some examples. Let me get it out for you. So here's an example where I took different petals and I formed them together. And this was a different kind of fold. And then once you get it together, then what you can do is you can glue it. It's going to look kind of messy, but then you just glue a piece of fabric on the back so that it looks nicer. So this was a different kind of fold. And then you can embellish it with little metal findings and little pearls. And you can even get these kind of stamens, and then you can just cut it like so. And then you can add it. I would cut, for this one I'd cut it shorter, but then you can add it to the petals like that. And then what I did was I just covered it with the pearls. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. So here's an example where I've glued them all onto the form. I use this as the backing, and now I can add these little stamens. I might have to cut them a little bit more because I don't want them to be too long. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's too long. So about, yep, about like that. Maybe even a little shorter. Let's see how that looks. Well, I think that's okay. And then I like to curve them. So they're kind of dimensional like that. Okay, so let me cut all these. And one more. Okay. Okay. Let's put a little glue. Oh, maybe you need 5. Let's see. Yeah, I need 5. And this one is made out of ribbon. So you can use all kinds of things. I usually save scraps of my fabric when I sew. And I can make flowers with them. So I know it looks a little crazy now. Oops. But we're gonna cover it up. Well, I'm having trouble with it. I will not edit this so that you could see what reality is. And it might help you when you're doing it. But this glue dried, so I'm kind of just picking it off. Okay. And I might have made this one too short. Let's see. The hot glue is good because it dries fast, but it's also messy. So there's like pros and cons to it. And I'm gonna cut it right here. So I think I cut it a little too short. Okay. And if you had a heat tool, you could probably use your heat tool to melt the glue, but I'm too lazy to go get my heat tool. Okay. Usually I like the little, I think these are pistons, to be against the petal, like that. But if you wanted to, you could have done it in the negative space, so going this way, this way, this way, this way, but I think it just looks nicer when it's like that. Okay, then we can take a pearl. I have different pearl sizes. And we can also take a backing. So I'm going to take a backing and say I'm going to use this backing like that, so then it covers up that big mess and you won't even know that it's there. So let's do that. Okay. And just hold it for a couple seconds. There you go. And then we can put a pearl in the center. And I might do a pink pearl because this is already white. It's pretty white. I mean, I have different pearls. I could do this pearl. That might be pretty. I have more of a cream pearl, or I could do a pink pearl. I think I'm going to do a pink one. Like that. And the way I like to do the pearl, even though it sits better when it's flat like that, I don't like to see the holes. So I like to do the pearl when it is on its side like this. Okay. That way we don't see the hole on top. So just add a little bit of glue and then place that on there so that the hole is on the side. And it just, oh, look how cute that looks. Just like that. Okay. And I'm constantly like trying to shape it so that it looks somewhat even. And then we could even give this a leaf. Oh, I didn't put enough glue on there. There we go. Hold that on there really good. Okay. Then we could add a leaf to it. So I kind of, try not to drop it. Try to figure out, is there one area where maybe there's a bigger gap? Looks pretty even. And I might not add the leaf to it. I always kind of like check it out, like, do I like the leaf, not like the leaf? Maybe I won't add the leaf to it, but if I were to, that's how I would do it. But in this case, I think I like it just like that. Keep it simple. And then I found, I think these were at Michael's, these flat backs. So it's like a hairpin with a flat back, which is awesome. And then basically what you do is you just attach it, glue it on there and attach it. So let's do that. Get a lot of glue on there so it'll stay. Okay. And position it how you like. And we're not going to see this back because we're going to cover it. So you could put a lot of glue on there because nobody's going to see it. And while that's drying, I'll put this face down. I'll show you how I store it. I store my little squares in one of these containers, and you can see I've cut fabric. I have a little square pattern, 4 centimeters by 4 centimeters. But you can do any shape you want, and here I was experimenting. Here's another one that I made. It's a pink one. I like pink. Here's one that I dyed. I had fabric and I just dyed it. So just all kinds of different things that you can do. And I made one with silk. This is silk ribbon. And if you don't want to use the hair pins, you can use an alligator clip. That works too. This kind of clip. So, well, it says 4 millimeter. I think it's a centimeter. But yeah. And then I think I got these off of Amazon. So just all different kinds. But a lot of fun. They look really cute in your hair. So let me show you how I'm going to finish this so that it looks neat. So we can just take a piece of, this is a pretty piece of fabric. And we'll just take a little bit. We don't need a lot. Like so. And then you just put the glue on there. And then put your fabric on there. And that just kind of hides everything. And if there's any that's kind of showing on the other end, on this side, you could either trim it or you can tuck it in. I'm just going to trim it. No one's really going to see this, but if you were selling them, I would make it nice looking. These are just for me. So, but that's it. That's how you make Kanzashi flowers. I'm going to Japan pretty soon, so I want to see, this one would be, see how you can see that? This one would be a good one for the leaf. But I'm going to Japan pretty soon, so I wanted to make some of these flowers to stick in my hair to match my different outfits. And I even sewed a dress, actually a couple dresses. I made a dress out of this fabric. And I made a dress out of this green fabric. So there you go. And what I also wanted to tell you before, maybe I'll edit the video and put this someplace else, but you can manipulate your fabric. So let's say you wanted more purple, then you would fold your fabric so that the purple is showing more. You could do it like that. Or if you didn't want the purple to show through, then you could do it the opposite way. And you could You could hide the purple some more. And you could put it on the inside, whatever. But so you have the purple on the inside and more pink, and that's what I was trying to do with a lot of these. I didn't want too much purple, I wanted more pink, and it's the inside that you're going to see the most. So in this case it would be the purple showing there. But so I just wanted to tell you about that part too. All right. And they look so cute, like if you do a bun or even a braid, they look really cute in your hair. So I made this one, and what I did with this is I cut the edges so that it was a split flower. And I think I dyed this fabric too. So lots of fun things you could do, lots of different designs. The sky's the limit. Try different materials, do different centers. But I just thought, I like pearls because they are kind of like indigenous to Japan. So that's why I kept it pearl, but you could do a rhinestone in the center, make it more sparkly. But I just like the pearl, so that's why I kept it with the pearl. But you can do all different ways. All right, well, that's how you make a Kanzashi flower, and I hope you found it interesting. And until next time, take care. Bye.